Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be doing the third episode of Rags to Riches. Last time I think we left off at around 700,000 kamas. I put 10 AP runes in the market. I don't know if they sold yet. I haven't logged since then. It's been a week. Usually I do about a week. So I do my episode, wait a week, and then log. Hopefully everything has sold. It should. Usually, I mean, they sell during the episode, so a week is plenty of time. In order to keep my motivation going, I don't want to do it too much. So once a week works for me, and hopefully it will help me extend this series over a longer period of time instead of how I usually end up cutting it. So we're currently hopefully around 700,000 kamas. I would say as a target for the episode, let's just say double it. Let's say 1.5 million. If I can finish this episode with 1.5 million kamas value, I'm very happy. Considering this is our third episode and we started 100,000 kamas only 2 episodes ago. And it's also worth considering that I am waiting that week, right? So third episode, if you guys break this down to day by day, everything I do in one day. So if you guys weren't to wait as long as I do between the episodes and you were to do something similar, then first day you had 100,000, second day you had, wait, what episode is this? Third or fourth? Honestly, I've lost count, but like 2, 3 or 4 days. I'm completely lost, but let's just log and see if I have sold. Here we go. All right, wonderful. Here we go. So I have sold the AP runes and also the 10 resistance runes that I had put up. I don't think I'm at 700. I think I'm closer. How much kamas did I have left over? Yeah, no, we're more like 600. So doubling it, maybe 1.5 million will be harder than I thought. But you know what? 600 is a pretty good place to start considering the progress that we made last time. If we have even anything similar in terms of progression, then I think we could easily hit that 1.5 million. Also, I have a little surprise planned for this episode. I don't know if I should tell you guys what it is or keep it as a surprise. Okay, I'll just tell you. But I'll just tell you, whatever. So we're going to do a few things. We're going to see how we're doing in terms of runes and stuff. Crash a few things, of course. And then when I put my things up in the market while waiting for them to sell, what I'm actually going to do is open up some chests because I'll explain everything briefly, but on my team, I have a few chests from Dreams, and I really want to open them. I didn't finish my dream run yet, but I kind of gave up on it, and I have a few reasons why I gave up on it, but I'll get into that later. For now, let's focus on the task at hand, which is to make kamas via crushing. Let's see how the rune market's doing. Just a quick few checks, pick out, just to have some idea if there's like anything I need to avoid, if anything's changed in price. It's always good, I think, to start the episode like this. Looks like AP is about the same. Yeah, drop by 10k. It's always good to start the episode like this because I think it has a nice linearity to it where it like shows how the rune prices are progressing over time. Just make sure, I don't know, see how everything's doing week to week. Resistances still seem pretty good. Let's take a quick look at damages. Still looking pretty good. Okay, so nothing has crashed insanely, which is always good news. How about like crits? Let's check out crits. Okay, I feel like it's gone down a bit. I do remember it being more than that, but that's okay. And vitality seems about correct. As I said, in terms of professions, the goal. Oh, we're at level 69. I don't think I mentioned that last time. We left off at level 69. That's funny. The goal is always going to be the same, which is to level a profession to level 100. Then I'm going to move on to the next. So I don't know if I'll hit level 100. Probably not. Realistically, okay, so we're basically level 70. I feel like level 90 is not impossible. Kind of depends, because obviously if I have shit luck and then I just lose all my kamas, then that's not going anywhere. But if not, then I can definitely do stuff. So I'm going to pick out an item and we will see. Okay, here we are. So I'm also going to try and be more conscious of what my camera blocks, because I rewatch episodes just to like quality check them. And I realize that oftentimes my camera's blocking what I'm talking about. Not that often, but I just want to try avoid that if possible. So I picked out 2 things. One, I'm just going to do as a test, which is this one. And I'll talk about that in a second. But this anonymous ring does not have anything that interesting, which I feel like might lead it to not be crushed. But then it does have vitality. So I think I mentioned this before, like those ones where there's not like resistance, there's no lock, crit damage, nothing, but there's just vitality. I feel like they can often be overlooked for crushing. The downside here is that it's also not very expensive. It's one of the cheaper crafts at this level. So I would assume that maybe it's been crafted, and if they're crafted, then they're going to be crushed because no one's going to bother like sell this many in market. But who knows? Fingers crossed. Each one costs me, let's see, so about, I think right around 13 or so KK, 13 or so. In terms of vitality runes, I don't know what that equates to, but instead of going to check the market, let's just go for it and see what's up. Fingers crossed. 3, 2, 1, boom. Okay, what did I say? Each one cost me about 13,000. Okay, so I assume we made some small profit. So we started at 600. Yeah, I do have a few resources left over, by the way. Don't compare too much my Kama value to this. I feel like we made a little bit of profit. Nothing crazy, but we definitely made a little bit here. And then next up is the thing that I want to try. And I only have one because what happened was I was going to craft 10 and I was just going to just go for it. But then I thought, you know what? Like, that's kind of stupid because each one costs around 40 something KK. So each one costs the price of 1 AP rune. So in theory, if I get 1 AP rune back from each one, then I made my KAMAS back. And if I get 2, then I've doubled my KAMAS. But I figured instead of just jumping into it and, you know, just putting all my eggs in one basket, because it would have cleaned out my KAMAS. And risking so much, I should just test it. So we're going to test it. If it works out nicely, then I'm going to go buy a few more, craft a few more, and we'll go for that. So let's see. 3, 2, 1. Okay. So you see, I think I made a good decision. Or maybe I got unlucky. You never know. You never know with these things. Maybe I could have gotten 2 AP runes. I feel like no. I feel like let's just assume we were lucky and let's pick out another item. Okay, this time I'm going to go for this Kono ring. We're level 76. Let's see what this brings us to. 79. Okay, 79. I said I'd probably be able to hit 90, and I still stand by that. So level 79, that's not too bad. And this one's kind of similar in concept to the previous one, in that it's kind of a vitality focus with nothing else that's really interesting. It did clean out the rest of my KAMAS, so I'm kind of hoping for something good here. But the beauty with crushing these low-level items is like you can't really lose that much. And I say this, whereas I know that like maybe just in 20 seconds now I'm going to be regretting having said that. But in general, you can't really lose too much with these low-level items because like they cost so little. And even with very low coefficients, you'll at least make your KAMAS back. Even with like 50, 60%, 70%. The only thing that can happen is like, okay, you just make back your KAMAS, you lose a little bit of KAMAS, 20 KK, 30 KK. Whereas if you get a good coefficient, then boom, you know, you're good. Each one, these were a little bit more expensive. Each one cost me, I think, close to 30,000 KAMAS. Let's do a quick check. What does that mean? What does that mean in terms of vitality runes? Before I show you guys like the item more in depth. So I put the previous things up. So what did I say? 40? Each one cost me about 40? No, 30, right? What was it? 15, 20, yeah. So each one, about 35. So I need over 100 vitality runes per ring to make back my KAMAS. Looking at it now in that way, the over 100, I'm not too optimistic. I was, though, until I did the math on that. Again, you guys, if you're more smart than me, what you do is you craft one, you check, and then if it works out, then cool. But the problem is, for me, if I do that, they'll make for a super boring episode. It'll be smart, but it's very boring because then like I'm just buying one. I'm only doing one at a time, and I'll never lose KAMAS, and I'll always just be making like there's no risk, there's no more like anticipation or anything. Whereas when I do it like this, it's like, what's gonna happen? You never know. If I get a good coefficient, I could break big, you know? So let's take a quick look at the stats. This one has heals, wisdom, all that stuff, up to 50 vitality. So this one, a little bit more hopeful. And the 6 heals, that's, you know, kind of why I went for it. And the 20 wisdom as well, up to 20 wisdom. All right, enough chit chat. It cost me around 300,000 KAMAS or so. So fingers crossed, I have it on vitality focus. 3, 2, 1, please, please, please. Okay, not bad. I think kind of made our KAMAS back. Hey, honestly, we made our KAMAS back, if anything. And looks like maybe a little bit of profit as well. I'm happy. I'm happy. This is not too bad. I don't seem very happy, but I am happy, I promise you guys. So what we're going to do, we're going to put this in market. And since I have no KAMAS while waiting, we're going to go and open up those goddamn chests. Okay, we're back. So I don't know if I'm going to be showing the dream chest opening in this video. It did take a little bit of time. I might split it into a separate video, so I'm not going to talk about whether it went well or not. Maybe you guys will get a hint from my energy level, but it happened. I opened the rest of my chests. It happened, so that's all I'm going to say. Let's make sure no one undercut our market prices. Meanwhile, most of our stuff sold, so that's awesome. And we have a hi YouTube in chat. I think that's that's my friend. Hello to you, sir. Anyways, about 100k left in market, which should mean that I have around 400 or so in bank. 400, yeah, right around 400, I think. Maybe 500. We'll see. Kind of forgot what we left off with, but it means that we have KAMAS to work with, and let's get right back into the episode. So how much do we have? Okay, close to 500. So we have around 500,000 KAMAS. Well, we're not level 100 jeweler yet, so let's keep going. Okay, I think I found something interesting. This one here, the Jelamu, or Jelamu, I don't know, Jelamu, where the stress would go. But if I focus range on that, and the coefficient's not too bad, I'm actually going to craft 20, which might seem excessive, but it also gives pretty good XP, and it's not too expensive. Not at all. Like you guys will see, after I craft 20, I should still have a decent amount of KAMAS left over. Also, because I already had some of these timber shrub straits. That was from when I wanted to craft that skill doll amulet, and I ended up only doing a few. So look, once I buy 20 of these, boom, boom. Okay, so yeah, I can craft 20, and I spent about 250kk. 250kk in terms of range runes, I really don't think it's that much. Or like that difficult to come by, especially because there's 2 summons on here, and 2 summons can easily carry the sync. So I'm hopefully at least guaranteed to get one. Like, there's 20 of them here. Each one costs, okay, we'll do the cost analysis later, but hopefully it gives us some decent XP. I'm getting around 7,000, so probably 83. Okay, perfect. Okay, so let's go here, and let's go back to the rune workshop, and let's see. All right, range runes are around almost 20kk per, which is not too bad. So honestly here, if I were to get 1 rune per amulet, that would be amazing. If I get 1 rune per amulet, that's amazing. Why is that amazing? Because I have 20 amulets. Each one's 20kk. If I get 20, that's 400kk. And that means that I clearly made 150kk because we start at 500. So we're going to do the ones that are doubled over first. The reason that is because the coefficient starts off the highest. This is actually kind of a niche knowledge, and I don't know if everyone knows this. But if you crush multiple things of the same exact stats, and you see how they're stacked over, right? Okay, well, you guys can't see. You can kind of see on this one. You see the 2 here, right? If they're stacked in this way, then they will all get crushed under the same coefficient. So if I were to put these lower, then I would be crushing multiple things with a lower coefficient. I don't know if this really makes sense, but I hope it's clear because, so let's say the first time you crush it, it's 1,000. Second time you crush it, it's 500. Well, would you rather crush 3 items at 1,000 and then 1 item at 100, or 1 item at 1,000 and 3 items at 100? Because that's kind of how it is. Anyways, if we get 1, that's awesome. If we get 2, oh baby. And if we get 3, sheesh. So, fingers crossed. 3, 2, 1, come on. Okay, so we didn't get 1 per. Okay, so looks like I just made my KAMAS back. Nothing crazy at the same time. I did get some levels on my jeweler, which is not too bad. But honestly, that's not the result we were looking for. Let's try and be a little bit more smart. I'll look a little bit more carefully and find something better for our next one. Let's go. All right, guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. The episode hasn't gone too well so far, but we're gonna fix that. What you see here is multiple different items, and that's how you know I'm trying hard. Instead of just buying 10 of one, I did a couple of different items. We're gonna test them all, see if anything turns out lucrative, and if not, we're screwed. But hopefully at least one of them provides some sort of return. And in that way, I will go and just buy a whole bunch of that one. Let's go. I didn't really level up much. I only got 1 extra level, so level 84. Just sold an AP rune, that's not bad. So we're going to try a few things. We're going to try this Hullcraps amulet for an AP. Nothing. We're going to try this Xelor's amulet for an AP. That one does give an AP. Interesting. What did that cost? Not too much. Honestly, this one... This one could be our salvation. We'll have to see. This one we're going to go for luck. The Lograms amulet here, we're going to go for luck. Ooh. There we go. Now some things are showing up. Okay, that's not bad at all. We'll keep that on in the back pocket as well. This one we were going to go for crits. We're going to try crits on this. Let's see, what was that price like? Not really worth it. We'll skip this one. Gadgets ring. I think I was also going for crits on this. Not a bad coefficient. What was the price? 10 KK, 15, 18. Okay, and I got the 2 out of 3 crits instead of 3 out of 3, so this one's also a good option. Honestly, okay, now they're showing up. And these ones were all going to be crits. So all the block amulets have 5 crits, and they have wisdom and stuff, so it could be pretty cool. Let's see if any of them turn out to be worth it. Okay. Couple of good options, I guess. Let's see. So the blob amulets, what's that price like? Honestly, I'm not going to say it's not worth it. Like, this one here is kind of worth it. Okay, we're going to put this on the side as well. This one's pretty worth it. I did get the 5 crits, so might have been a little bit lucky there, but what's the price there? About 5 KK or so, 25. Yeah, this one's definitely worth it. Okay. So we're going to paste all this, and now I need KAMAS to make this shit work. I need a few KAMAS. So let's wait for a few things to sell. We're going to craft whatever we can, and we'll see if that will conclude the episode. Alright, so here we go. I crafted 10 of the Xellar amulets. Hopefully they turn out well. We'll have to see. Wait, let me kind of fix up the order. Right? This is very niche, as I said, and it's just something that kind of I want to do for myself, but fixing the order, in my opinion, kind of helps you like play with the coefficients in some sense. When you have stacked items, I don't really want to explain too much about it, but here we go. So if each one gives me an AP, then that's amazing, because if right now I get 10 AP runes, that's crazy. That would have like made my day. But at the same time, it seems a little bit unlikely. 3, 2, 1. Okay, honestly, not bad at all. So how many did I get? 6. So it seems like I have about a half, 1 in 2 chance of getting an AP rune. So and each thing costs me around 16 KK. So if we times that by 2, because it's a half a chance. So each one technically is costing me 32 KK to make 1 AP rune, and 1 AP rune is 50 something KK. So it's actually kind of worth it. Not bad at all. We're going to do the other ones though as soon as our things sell. So I'll put these in market, wait a bit, and then we'll see what's up. All right, let's go. I crafted 30 Pippin ammo blobs. Might seem excessive, but the thing is, when the coefficient is so low but still profitable, I think that's like kind of your green light to go for it, because it's not going to drop much more, and there was so much room for profit. Like, each one was giving me 20 KK profit. To be fair, those ones were the ideal stats because it was 5 out of 5 crits, whereas I assume half of these are probably 4 out of 5, just statistically speaking. But anyways, I do feel like I can make decent profit off of this. It cost me, I think, around 200,000 KAMAS. No, like 150. It cost me around 150 or so to do all this. Actually, probably closer to 200. Anyways, enough chit chat. Hopefully it ends up being profitable. 3, 2, 1, let's go. That's what I'm talking about. You see, when you get the green light, you just go for it, because you're basically guaranteed KAMAS. Like, once you test something and you know it's going to work, you can just spam it, especially when it's so cheap. And you'll see here, even that like the multiplier doesn't really drop that much, right? Because it's already low, and when it's low, it just doesn't drop that much. And even with it being so low, I was already profitable. So that's how you know, like, just go for it. I could still do this, right? Because look at this. The craft only costs around 5 KK. I could still easily make 10 KK a craft. But I'm going to leave it. Let's put up these runes in the market, and let's finish with the next item. All right, here we are. You guys know me. I love to finish off the episode with no KAMAS. So instead of going through the gadget ring and the other belt, I decided they're not as profitable as I would like. I reviewed the tapes, like the FBI, I reviewed the tapes. And I thought, you know what, let's just do this one, because I feel like it's a lot more profitable, a lot more guaranteed in a way. So I just spent all the KAMAS I could, which equated to 30 of them. So we're going to craft that. Probably hit level 90. Perfect, which was the goal for our jeweler for this episode. I said we'd hit 90, so that's perfect. Let's crush these and see where we end up. I'm fairly confident we won't hit our goal, which was the 1.5 million KAMAS. But then again, I did think we would start with a little bit more KAMAS. Not that that makes the difference. I'm just making excuses. But I did think we'd start with a little bit more KAMAS. We didn't. I don't think we're going to end up hitting our goal. Just doesn't seem possible. But let's see where we end up. So 30 of these. If half of them give me an AP rune, which is kind of what we had seen. I think we saw a little bit more than half, but let's just say half. then that would be around 15. Each one's about 50 KK, so 15 times 50. Okay, so that would be 750 KK. So let's see if that comes out to be true. 3, 2, 1. That's what's up. Clapping for myself. That's what's up. All right. We take those. Maybe we are going to hit our goal after all. I don't know. I don't know. Wait. Let's take 3 of these out. And instead do 2 packs of 10. If I even have the KAMAS for this. Jeez, I don't have the KAMAS to put things up, it seems. Oh yeah, there's no chance. No chance. Yeah, I'll probably wait and put this up on my own time. But I think we hit our goal just barely. I believe I said that our goal was 1.5 million. And you'll see that once I put these up, what the fuck? Oh shit, I didn't put it at the right price. Damn it. Damn it. Okay, now I gotta wait for shit to sell, but whatever. You'll see that once I put these up, I'll be right over 1.5 million. I have no KAMAS left, but we're right over 1.5 million, so we're well on track to continue in this series. And we're level 90 jeweler, almost level 100, so next episode will probably hit level 100, start on a new profession, see what's up. Anyhow, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, please subscribe. I appreciate it. Leave a comment, let me know. Show your support for the series if you enjoy it. And with that being said, I hope to see you soon. Have a great day, and goodbye.